Have you ever seen a woman walk into a room and, without saying a word, everyone notices her? She's not wearing designer labels or flashy jewelry, but there's something about her, her presence, her grace, her quiet confidence. That's elegance. And here's the truth, you don't need to spend a fortune to have it. In today's video, I'm going to share 12 powerful ways you can look and feel more elegant without breaking the bank. These are the exact tips I've seen transform women who once felt invisible into women who turn heads wherever they go. And no, this isn't about chasing trends or trying to look younger. It's about embracing who you are, enhancing what you already have, and doing it with intention. I'll also be sharing a few personal stories, including one about a woman I met who redefined elegance for me, simply by how she carried herself. By the end of this video, you'll not only learn the secrets to timeless style, you'll also feel inspired to show up in the world with more confidence, no matter your age. So stay with me until the end, because the last tip might just be the most powerful one, and it's something that costs absolutely nothing. 1. Well-fitted clothing is your secret weapon. Let's start with the foundation of elegance, your clothes. And no, I'm not talking about buying more clothes or chasing sales at fancy department stores. I'm talking about something so simple, yet so powerful. It can change the way you look and feel instantly. I'm talking about fit. Clothes that fit your body well, no matter what size or shape you are, will always look more expensive, more elegant, and more flattering than designer pieces that don't. You don't need a big wardrobe, you need a smart one. I've seen women wear a $30 blazer that looked like $1 million just because it was tailored to fit their frame perfectly. Here's the thing, most clothes aren't made to fit real women. They're made to fit a factory model. That's why the secret weapon of every truly elegant woman is a good tailor. And don't worry, tailoring isn't just for the rich. Many dry cleaners offer basic alterations at a very reasonable cost, and the difference it makes is incredible. Let me tell you a quick story. I had a friend who used to avoid dresses completely. She thought they made her look boxy and unflattering. One day, I convinced her to take just one simple dress, nothing fancy, plain navy blue, and have it tailored to her shape. When she tried it on afterward, her whole face lit up. She stood taller, smiled wider, and for the first time in years, she actually liked what she saw in the mirror. It wasn't the dress that changed, it was the fifth. So before you buy anything new, take a look at what you already have. Ask yourself, does this piece flatter me? Could it look better with a small adjustment? Because elegance isn't about how much you spend, it's about how well your clothes speak for you, quietly, confidently, and beautifully. 2. Neutral colors. Make you look effortlessly chic. If there's one simple shift that can instantly elevate your style, it's your color palette. The most elegant women in the world, regardless of income, often have one thing in common. They wear neutral tones. I'm talking about classic shades like black, white, beige, gray, and navy. These colors never scream for attention, but they always whisper sophistication. They're timeless, versatile, and incredibly forgiving. And here's the best part. Neutrals mix and match beautifully, so you don't need a closet full of clothes to create dozens of polished outfits. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Won't I look boring or washed out? Absolutely not if you know how to play with textures and layering. A soft cashmere sweater paired with crisp white pants. A structured beige blazer over a silky camisole. A navy dress with a light gray scarf. It's not about color, it's about contrast, texture, and balance. I once worked with a client who had a wardrobe full of bright prints and flashy patterns. She was tired of always feeling like she had to match things, and every outfit felt chaotic. I helped her narrow it down to a simple capsule of neutral pieces with clean lines, and suddenly dressing became effortless. Not only did she look more elegant, but she also felt calmer and more put together every day. And if you still want a touch of color, do it with intention. A bold red lipstick, a silk scarf with subtle pastels, a soft lavender handbag. These small, thoughtful pops of color stand out more when the rest of your outfit is understated. Neutral doesn't mean plain. It means powerful in its simplicity. It's the quiet confidence of knowing you don't need to shout to be noticed. 3. Minimal accessories. Maximum impact. Here's something I want you to remember. Elegance doesn't come from more. It comes from less, but better. And nowhere is that more true than with accessories. You don't need layers of bracelets, oversized earrings, or statement necklaces to look stylish. In fact, piling on too much can actually take away from your overall presence. True elegance is about restraint, knowing when to stop. A delicate gold chain, a classic pair of pearl studs, a watch with a simple leather band. That's all you really need. When your accessories are minimal and well chosen, they don't scream for attention. They enhance everything else about you, your outfit, your posture, your personality. I remember visiting a woman in her late 60s who owned just 3 pieces of jewelry that she wore regularly. A thin silver bracelet, a vintage ring from her mother, and a pair of gold hoops. Every time I saw her, she looked polished, intentional, and quietly powerful. Those accessories became part of her signature, not just decorations. And here's another tip. Match your metals when possible. If you're wearing gold earrings, pair them with a gold-toned watch or a subtle gold buckle. It creates harmony and shows attention to detail, even if no one can quite put their finger on why you look so pulled together. Think of accessories like seasoning in a good dish. A pinch of salt enhances the flavor, but too much ruins the balance. So next time you're getting dressed, pause before adding. Just one more thing. Ask yourself, is this piece adding elegance or just adding noise? Most of the time, less really is more. 4. A signature scent. Says everything without a word. Have you ever caught a subtle fragrance in the air and immediately thought of someone? That's the power of scent. It's invisible, but unforgettable. And when used with intention, it becomes one of the most elegant things about you. You don't need to own a shelf full of designer perfumes to make an impression. In fact, the most graceful women I know often wear the same scent for years. It becomes part of who they are. That's what I call a signature scent. It should be soft enough not to overwhelm a room, but distinct enough to linger gently in someone's memory. Think of perfume as a whisper, not a shout. You want people to lean in slightly and think, wow, what is that? She smells amazing, not who sprayed half a bottle of something in here. Now, when choosing your scent, go with what feels like you. If you love being outdoors, try something with citrus, green tea, or fresh, floral notes. If you're more classic and warm, maybe soft amber, vanilla, or musk. And don't overlook affordable brands. Some of the most beautiful scents I've found came from local drugstores or small indie labels. Here's a little tip that many people forget. Apply perfume to your pulse points, your wrists, behind your ears, at the base of your throat, and never rub it in. Let it rest on your skin and warm up naturally. That's how you get that subtle, long-lasting effect. One of my favorite memories is of my grandmother. She wore the same soft rose-scented perfume every day, and to this day, whenever I smell it, I feel safe, loved, and instantly connected to her. That's the magic of a signature scent. It's not about being noticed. It's about being remembered. 5. Shoes speak before you do. You can tell a lot about a person by their shoes. Before you even say a word, your shoes are already making a statement. And the truth is, you don't need a closet full of red bottoms to make that statement elegant. What matters most is that your shoes are clean, well-maintained, and thoughtfully chosen. A simple pair of neutral-toned flats, classic loafers, or low heels can instantly elevate even the most casual outfit. It's not about height or brand, it's about condition and character. I always say, wear shoes that respect both your style and your comfort. There's nothing elegant about limping in stilettos. Walk with ease, and you'll carry more grace than any logo ever could. So next time you get dressed, don't treat your shoes as an afterthought. Because trust me, elegance starts from the ground up. 6. Healthy skin and a bright smile are the best accessories. You can wear the most beautiful dress in the world, the perfect shoes, the right bag, but if your skin looks dull and your smile is missing, something will always feel incomplete. That's because real elegance shines from within. Let's talk about skin first. Radiant, well-cared-for skin isn't about perfection. It's about attention. You don't need a complicated 10-step routine, just the basics. Cleanse, moisturize, and protect. And yes, that means sunscreen. Every day, even when it's cloudy or you're staying home. Sunscreen isn't just about preventing wrinkles. It's about showing your skin the respect it deserves. You also don't need luxury skincare. Some of the most effective products are sitting right on the shelves of your local drugstore. What matters is consistency, a gentle cleanser, a good moisturizer, and SPF 30. That's your holy trinity. Now, let's not forget your smile. It's one of the first things people notice about you, and one of the most beautiful ways to express warmth and confidence. Keep your teeth clean, floss regularly, and if possible, carry a travel toothbrush or mints in your purse. You never know when you'll want to flash that gorgeous smile. I remember meeting a woman at a bookstore once. She had the kind of presence that made you want to talk to her. Her makeup was minimal, her outfit was simple, but her skin glowed and her smile lit up the entire aisle. That's elegance. That's charm. And it didn't cost her a dime more than care and consistency. So if you're investing in anything, let it be your glow, and that starts with how you take care of yourself. 7. Posture is silent power. One of the most elegant women I've ever known once told me, "You can wear a $5 dress and still look like a queen if you stand like one." And she was right. Your posture says more about you than your clothes ever could. Good posture doesn't just make you look taller and more graceful. It changes how people perceive you. It says, I respect myself. I'm present. I carry myself with pride. And guess what? That kind of energy is magnetic. Straighten your back right now. Pull your shoulders slightly back. Lift your chin just a little. Not in arrogance, but in quiet confidence. Feel the difference? This is the posture of someone who owns her space without needing to dominate it. If it feels unnatural at first, that's okay. Most of us have spent years slouching without even realizing it. But like any habit, posture can be retrained. Gentle yoga, simple reminders around the house, or even practicing in front of a mirror can help. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes. One little mental trick I love. Imagine you're wearing an invisible crown, not a flashy, sparkly one, just something subtle and regal. Now walk like you don't want it to fall. Suddenly, your spine straightens, your steps become lighter, and your presence shifts. That's posture. That's power. And it doesn't cost a thing. 8. Structured bags. Over loud logos. When it comes to bags, we often get caught up in names, designer labels, trending logos, high-end brands. But true elegance doesn't need to shout. It whispers through quality, shape, and intention. A structured handbag instantly adds polish to your look. It holds its form, frames your outfit, and gives off a sense of purpose, even if you're just running errands. The secret is in the silhouette. Whether it's a top handle, a crossbody, or a tote, a well-shaped bag always looks more expensive and refined than a soft, saggy one with flashy details. You don't need a Birkin or a $1,000 purse. I've found some of my favorite structured bags at local boutiques, vintage stores, and even outlet shops. Stick to neutral tones, black, beige, navy, or soft gray, and go for clean lines. No oversized logos, no glittery hardware. Let the craftsmanship speak for itself. And one more tip, take care of your bags. Wipe them down. Store them properly. How you treat your belongings says a lot about how you carry yourself in the world. Your handbag is more than just a place to throw things in. It's part of your story. Choose one that tells the world, I'm thoughtful, I'm intentional, and I've got it together. 9. A scarf adds instant sophistication. There's something undeniably elegant about a woman in a scarf. It's subtle, it's soft, and it speaks volumes without saying a word. A well-placed scarf has the power to transform your entire outfit, from simple to sophisticated, in seconds. You don't need to spend a fortune on a silk designer scarf to achieve this effect. What matters is the fabric, the drape, and the intention behind how you wear it. A lightweight scarf in a neutral tone or classic pattern, maybe stripes, florals, or soft checks, can be styled in endless ways. Around the neck, draped over the shoulders, even tied to the handle of your bag for a touch of personality. I remember once watching an older woman walk into a cafe on a rainy afternoon. She wore a plain gray coat, simple trousers, and a soft cream-colored scarf knotted loosely at her neck. That one accessory made her look like she had just stepped out of a Parisian film, heads turned, not because she was flashy, but because she carried herself with quiet style. Scarves also offer a gentle way to add color if you're sticking to a neutral wardrobe. A soft blush, a navy pattern, even a pop of mustard in the fall. It's all about balance. And here's a tip. Practice tying scarves in different ways. A classic French knot, a loose loop, draped like a shawl. The internet is full of tutorials, and trust me, it's a fun way to add variety to your look without spending a dime. If elegance had a signature move, it might just be the way you wear your scarf. 10. Natural makeup enhances, never hides. Makeup is meant to highlight your beauty, not hide it. And as we grow older, less often becomes more. The goal isn't to erase every line or look like someone else. It's to celebrate who you are and let your natural features shine through. Start with a light foundation or tinted moisturizer, something breathable that lets your skin's texture show. Heavy foundation can settle into fine lines and do the opposite of what you want. A touch of concealer under the eyes or around the nose is enough to brighten your face. You're not trying to cover, you're simply enhancing. Next, add a little warmth with a soft blush on the apples of your cheeks. It brings life back into your skin, especially on tired days. A gentle sweep of mascara opens up the eyes, and that's often all you need. Now for the lips, a moisturizing balm or a lipstick close to your natural lip tone works beautifully for everyday wear. And if you're feeling bold, a classic red lipstick never goes out of style. It's like instant confidence in a tube. But remember, with red, precision is key. Apply it carefully and keep the rest of your makeup minimal. I once sat beside a woman on a flight, probably in her late 60s, with the softest makeup I'd ever seen. Her skin looked healthy, her lashes were gently defined, and her lips had just a hint of color. She looked fresh, not overdone, confident, not covered up. That's the power of natural makeup. It speaks softly but leaves a lasting impression. So the next time you reach for your makeup bag, ask yourself, am I trying to hide, or am I simply bringing forward what's already beautiful? 11. Hands and nails. Say more than you think. Your hands tell a story long before you say a word. Whether you're shaking hands, holding a coffee cup, or simply brushing hair from your face, people notice them. And here's the truth. Elegant women never neglect their hands. You don't need long, dramatic nails or a trip to the salon every 2 weeks. What matters most is care. Clean, well-shaped nails in a natural or nude tone always look classy. They're practical, timeless, and show that you pay attention to the small things. Keep a nail file in your purse for quick touch-ups. You'd be surprised how much more put together you feel just knowing your nails are neat. Moisturize your hands regularly, especially in dry weather. A small bottle of hand cream in your bag is a game changer. One of the most graceful women I know is in her 70s. Her nails are always short, softly squared with a light pink polish. Nothing flashy, just refined. And every time she gestures, Whether she's pouring tea or telling a story, there's a sense of care in the way she moves, because she knows how much the little things matter. Remember, your hands are part of your presence, and when they're well cared for, they say something powerful. I respect myself. I care about the details, and I show up with intention. 12th, simplicity in hair's the crown of elegance. Your hair doesn't need to be styled like a magazine cover to be elegant. In fact, the most sophisticated looks often come from simplicity and care. A clean, well-maintained hairstyle that flatters your face will always outshine a trendy cut that doesn't suit you. You don't need expensive products or hours in front of the mirror. What you do need is consistency, a regular trim to keep your ends healthy, a gentle shampoo and conditioner that work for your hair type, and most importantly, a style that you can manage with confidence every day. A soft bun, a sleek bob, or even neatly pinned waves can speak volumes, and the message they send, I value myself, I show up with care. Because at the end of the day, your hair is your crown, and an elegant woman never forgets to wear hers well. Elegance isn't something you're born with. It's not reserved for the wealthy or the young or the women on magazine covers. It's a choice, a quiet decision you make every day to show up with intention, to care for what you have, and to carry yourself with grace. You don't need a bigger closet, a bigger bank account, or anyone's approval. What you need is already within you: self-respect, thoughtfulness, and a desire to live beautifully, no matter your age. So as you go about your day, remember, true elegance doesn't demand attention. It simply holds it, through posture, through kindness, through the quiet confidence that comes from knowing who you are. And if you've made it this far, you're already one of those women.